Hi guys, and welcome to Shelly's Homemade. I'm Shelly, and guess what guys? We're going to be making my famous sweet potato pie. Yes, my famous sweet potato pie. And today we're going to make our pie crust, and then we're going to move on to we're going to start boiling those potatoes, getting everything ready for this sweet potato pie. So I have my food processor here. I have 2.5 cups of flour. I have 1/4 of a cup of sugar. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of, of salt. I have a cup of butter, salted, but you can use unsalted if you like. You can control your salt, but it's all right. So let's get this crust made, and we're gonna have of ice water. We're gonna have a 1/4 of a cup of ice water, but we're gonna slowly incorporate it. Sometimes I use a 1/4 of a cup, sometimes I use less than that. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is combine our flour. First thing we're going to do is combine our flour and sugar and salt together. So let's get that in the food processor. Ooh, I'm making a mess. That's alright. That's alright. We'll get our pie done. Now let's add the sugar. Salt. So let's get this on like so. I'll pull this out a little bit. Out a little bit. So let's pulse it a little. We're gonna pulse it a little bit. Get a little. Let's give it a little shaky. Alright. Here. Alright. Now let's get our butter. I put my butter in the freezer until the very last moment of use. I'm getting ready to use it. So drop my butter in, just like so. I'm forming this. We'll give it another shake. Gotta loosen this. And make sure that it gets all the way around. And here, I guess I could just take the lid off. Like so, it'd probably be a little easier. I was trying to be all fancy because we filming or whatever. But 2 cups of butter. I mean 1 cup of butter. I said 2 cups. I meant 2 sticks equals 1 cup. Alright. So place it. Perfect. So look at this. It's like little, not peas, but I don't know, maybe lentils. Not even lentils. I don't know. Some cracker crumbs. Yeah, that's more like some of this. So like some cracker crumbs. Let's get this back on. Now, see, I got little ice cubes in there. Just like this, I got little ice cubes in there. So let's pour in here just like that. Ice cube. And this is perfect. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want. Let me show you. See, it's dough. Alright, so let's take it apart. Hold this here. So I'm gonna be right back I'm gonna lay out my mat and everything, and we're gonna start forming this until a ball get in the refrigerator. And then we're gonna move to the next thing. Alright, so now we're back. I have my mat laid out for me. And we're just going to form a round dough. Let's get rid of this very dangerous sharp. So this is going to make 2 pie crusts. So the other one, I'm going to separate it and put the other one in the freezer for next time I want a pie. So, see how it just forms? You could just take your mat and help you if you didn't want to touch it. But I like playing with the dough. Just kneading it just a little bit, not too much. Not too much. This pie crust. It's beautiful pie crust too. Look at that. You can see the shards of the butter in here. So what we're gonna do is put it in the freezer, in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. That gives us enough time to boil the sweet potatoes, let them cool, and form everything that I want to form. Alright. Get our batter done. Preheat our oven. Everything done. This. And so we're going to try to get this into a circle so that it'll be easy to roll out. This makes 2 for regular, like pie crust or whatever. I forgot I was using a deep dish pie thing. So I'm gonna let her rest. So let me get a Ziploc bag. I use a Ziploc bag for everything. And we're gonna take Ziploc bag, like so, and get her in there. And we got a circle disc going on. And we're going to get her right into the fridge, and she'll be ready to roll out when I'm done. You don't have to get all that Reynolds wrap, trying to play that Reynolds wrap. This works just as good, if not better. Alright, I'll be ready. See what I have, guys? This is my pie crust, and I'll be right back. So guys, I'm back, and I'm getting ready to put my water, I'm going to put salt into my water for my sweet potatoes that I'm boiling. So we want to salten up those potatoes. And I've already washed the potatoes off. I have 6 of these potatoes, and I'm sticking them in. We're going to let them boil for about 35 to 40 minutes with the skin and everything on, and let them boil up. And once they're done, we're going to come right back. Alright guys. So guys, I'm back. I've been in the refrigerator for about an hour, 45 minutes. So, I'm going to take my rolling pan, take a little flour, dust them both at the top. And we're going to softly roll. I'll move you out of the way. I'm going to softly roll this. And as you roll, turn your pastry. Like that. Well, don't be afraid to roll your pastry out. Give it a little umph if you need to. A little more flour on there if you need to. You know. Try not to roll all the way to the end, because we don't want a thin end. Alright, so when it gets like this, let's turn it over. Turn it over. And I love these mats because not only nothing sticks, it's easy to get this up. You can always flour it. Throw a little flour in there. Like that. Throw some on this side. Ooh. Try to move it out. You don't want it too thin. And see how it's tearing like that? That's normal. Just patch it. Take your finger, patch it up a little bit. Like that. Try to get it to where you want it. Round in a circle. Round and around and around and around. Alright. This is about where I want mine. And take my rolling pin. And I roll it up. Get my pan. And then stick it right in here. Roll it right down. Just like so. Drop. Try not to tear it. Just lightly press it in. Like that. Because we don't want to stretch it too much. We want to just get it in there. Just in here. And you take your fingers, you take a knife, just tear off the excess, like so. Beautiful, beautiful pie crust. So now, you can just take a fork, or you could just your finger and just crimp it in, but I'm not really that fancy at that stuff. I mean, I can do it. You gotta roll it up like this, and you gotta do some of that, and then some of this, and always here for me, so I end up like hatching it. Like so. I mean, you could just leave it flat like this and just take some of your excess, crump it like that. Still be pretty. That's what I'm doing today. Take your finger, crump it like that. Stretch it in. That way you don't waste pie crust. Okay. And you still get those little nice edges that you see on the store-bought ones, or in those little nice little videos of people who be doing that. Just take your finger, press it in. Patch you some all the way around, like that. And pat it in. I'll have a beautiful, perfect pie crust every time. Take that excess. Now you can double this recipe for the pie crust, but I say if you want to make more than one pie, buy you go to get them store-bought pie crusts, because it makes life so much easier than having to like triple your pie crust and everything. You get those ones if you want to look like you did it. Get those ones that you just roll out into your pan. Already the work is already done for you, and all you do is just put it out in your pan. See how that's turning out already? Looks beautiful. I got some cheat sheets for you. Well, I got some cheat sheets. And it's still a homemade pie crust without all that extra doing and stuff. You can just take a fork, put it down there and press it down. That would be fine. It'd be great too. So I'm gonna get this back in the refrigerator, clean up my mess, and then I'm gonna show you how to make the filling for this sweet potato pie. We can roll this thing out, and you can save this, put this in the freezer, and like if you wanted to like do like an apple turnover or something, take a pie filling and just roll this sucker out, put it in a Ziploc bag. You got a pie crust or something else. You don't gotta throw it away, nothing. Waste not, want not, honey. Waste not, want not. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you this pie crust before we get going. And I'm gonna put my pie filling inside, my sweet potato pie filling inside. It is so beautiful pie crust. Always, for me, always see something that I didn't do and just gotta get in there and fix it. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's get ready to deal with this filling. So, I have my food processor together. We're going to drop 3 eggs in here. I know y'all like, oh, put it in a bowl, put it in a bowl. No. I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to get these in here. Alright. So, got 3 eggs. We got evaporated milk, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Evaporated milk goes in. So this is half a cup of that. I got some heavy cream, about a quarter of a cup. Got my lemon juice. So it's about 3 tablespoons. That's aside. My baking powder. A teaspoon of my baking powder. Vanilla. About a tablespoon. Get you some in there. It might have been a tablespoon and a half. Cinnamon. Cinnamon in. Like, that's a lot of cinnamon. No, it's not. It's my pie. So that is like we'll cover about 2 tablespoons of that. My nutmeg. This is about a tablespoon of my nutmeg. Get my honey in here. About half a cup of honey. Got my honey. And we're going to do like 2 cups of sugar. sugar in there. This is my famous sweet potato pie, guys. I'm telling you, you make it like this. They go like, where do you get that recipe from? Oh my gosh, that was the best sweet potato pie I've ever had in my whole entire life. Alright. 2 cups. And some salt. Let's get these lids on. And we're going to fix it. Okay, so this is making a lot of noise. I'm going to come right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to put some butter in now. It was already a lot that I was zhuzhing together. And we're going to scrape down the sides in there just to make sure that we get everything incorporated in here. Make sure we get all those potatoes mixed in. This is softened butter. You can tell the way I am. Or softened margarine. Whatever you have on hand. I so happen to have margarine, and that's what I'm using. Alright. So, I'll blend this together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm there. Check out my filling. Look at that. Creamy. Everything I want in a filling. Everything you want in a filling. Now I'm bringing back my pie crust. That has been sitting in the refrigerator waiting on me. Now, let's get this out of here. Very, very thing to do. Now, let's remove my blade. I don't want to remove it just yet. Get this out and in here. Apparently it was enough to make 2. It was a potato that didn't get all the way smashed. It happens. It happens. I guess. Alright. So, got my pie. Filling. And sweet potato pie. It looks amazing. Amazing. I used to make these pies for my children's teachers, because they did such an awesome job with my children. They deserve something extra. So I used to make them these pies, and that's when I still brought pie crust, because like I said, by the time and you could just go ahead and give it away. So I'm going to get this into a 375 oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. And I'll come back, and once it's cool, I'm going to come back and y'all can get a slice and let y'all show y'all how great this pie is. Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, this is the finished product of the sweet potato pie. Now, I'm going to cut it open, let y'all see. Homemade crust, pie. My goodness. Get in there. Now, let's see, get up underneath of here. I'm trying not to break the crust, but it's like Okay, here we go. And I'm getting in there. Whew. The first piece is always the hardest to get out. Tell you. Either way. Ooh, it's a deep dish. Amazing sweet potato pie. And y'all can see in there, it's creamy, smooth, just like this pie that I butchered trying to get out of this pan. So yeah, this is a really good sweet potato pie. So let's give it a taste that I didn't ruin it. First piece is always the worst piece to get out. So let me give it a try. You can taste the cinnamon, the sugar, the nutmeg, vanilla, the lemon. Y'all guys gotta try this sweet potato pie. It is absolutely delicious. Alright, so like, share, and subscribe as always. Have a wonderful day, guys.